Alright, hello and welcome to the Game Fanatics podcast. My name is Ben, and today I am joined by Breezy.
Yep.
And Greg.
Hello.
And today, we are talking about Titanfall.
I was about to sing James Bond music.
It deserves... It's like a perfect... Oh yeah, because Skyfall. Yeah. That's why it sounds like a James Bond title. Like, I'm an idiot. Anyway, so the beta's happened. It's over by the time this comes out.
It's over? Shit.
Yeah. Sorry, Greg.
Damn
it. Sorry to bust your bubble. It's over.
My bubble has been officially burst.
It was a pretty short beta. Like, it was only a week. It wasn't even a week.
Really? That is fairly...
And it was Valentine's Day week. Not that anyone was doing anything.
No, I could have played it, but, you know.
Yeah. So, I got a chance to play an hour or two. Not a lot, but enough. So, I'll ask you guys first what you think about Titanfall.
Okay.
Not all at once, but...
You know. He didn't say a name. He's just like, I'm going to ask you guys what you
that's
think
true.
about...
I'm going to ask you guys, and by you guys, I mean Breezy.
Why do I have to go first all the time?
Because you had to bring it up.
Alright, well... I haven't had time to play it, because I've been busy programming.
Okay.
But,
irrelevant, but yes.
But friends who played it, and people who played it, and from what I've seen of the gameplay footage and everything else, I think this is going to be a very successful title.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's amazing that they did this all in the Source engine, which is a free engine.
They did it in the Source engine?
Yes, Titanfall was made in the Source engine.
I did not know that.
Yeah, which is kind of like, what? So, as far as what I can see, because I haven't had hands-on with it, it looks like the classic twitchy Call of Duty, except there's not as high of a learning curve from what from what my friends have been telling me. They're like, oh man, it's so much fun, you should get it on this, that, and the other. And it's like, nah, I'm good. But yeah, I like it. I like what I see. I think it's going to do really well. Although I have been hearing reports that, I want to say Treyarch, but that's not right. But Respawn says that they're having a hard time marketing the game. And it's kind of like a no-duh when they don't really answer questions from the media. So that's my 2 bananas.
All right, Greg, you have any bananas?
Just a few. I mean, I haven't played the game, but I've watched a few streams, like, Darren was streaming the other day. It looks fun. I do love mech games in general, usually third-person ones like Armored Core and all that, but I just, I grew up in the 90s. I grew up watching Gundam and all that kind of stuff, so... Yeah.
He's a Toys R Us kid.
I totally am.
Yeah, the toy run.
The main problem I have with the game is that there's no single player, which I like multi, but the lack of any sort of single player or like a local co-op, it kind of kills the deal for me. Because I'm just not one of the guys who will invest enough hours to make the $60 worth it on a multiplayer-only game,
Mm-hmm.
Again, that's just how I game. So it's not a criticism of the game itself. It's just, at that price point, it's not for me. That said, I do love the idea of how you have the mechs and all that, and you have the pilots who can get in and out, and, it's kind of balanced because the pilots have the whole parkour thing going on, so it's not as unbalanced as it sounds. It looks good visually. The animations look solid and it looks fun to play. So, I mean, if I get it for a lower price point, it's coming out for PC, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, it's Destiny. That's the one that's not. But yeah, sorry. I get confused with what's coming out for and what's not. But yeah, if I'm able to get it at a lower price, I will definitely look for it. Because I do want to check it out. It does look like fun. But again, for me, it's not a day one buy or anything, so...
Yeah, so I have played the game, and I'll start out by saying it's interesting that there has been a lot of attention as you bring up, its lack of a single player.
Mm-hmm.
It's a confusing omission for a couple of reasons. One, there is like a 20 minute tutorial at the beginning of this demo beta, whatever, that explains all the controls and everything. It's one of the best tutorials I've played in a game in a very long time.
Oh, yeah?
It straight up tells you everything you need to know, everything you're doing, and does it in a very straightforward manner of a training simulator, and then it just lets you fight stuff.
Cool.
That's very well done. But also on that, and it feels kind of like a single player game in that regard.
Yeah. See, I wouldn't have it if it was like even bots or something like that.
Yeah, and well, there are bots because this tutorial thing has things you're fighting, and there's bots in the multiplayer. But we'll get to that.
Okay.
Because it's only 6-on-6, but it feels like there's a lot more because there's bots.
Oh, okay, cool.
But the main problem I have with this game not being or not having a single player is that there's no other game like it. There is no other game where you're a soldier running around and you can control a giant robot and like chase after people and blow them up, and then there's mech on mech action, and then you're a soldier running around. Yeah, kinky. There's no other game like that, and it seems like a real big missed opportunity to just be like, oh, we made this multiplayer game. Instead, you could have had this incredibly interesting single player experience, even if it wasn't like super in depth. And I'll bring up this example. It's kind of a strange example, but Unreal Tournament 3.
Okay.
I think it's Unreal Tournament. I don't know. Whatever. One of the Unreal most recent ones that came out this last generation. It had a single player, but its single player was basically go to this map and this is the map you're playing on. You're playing team deathmatch. This is what you're doing. Okay, next mission is you're on this map and you're playing capture the flag. Okay, next mission is this. So it's not really a single player. It's just kind of goals in an order for your playthrough. And I feel like something like that would be very good for a game like this. It's just the same game, but you're doing tasks. Without tasks, someone like me who isn't necessarily into this multiplayer stuff, I don't have any goal. I don't have anywhere to go with this. And that's a big problem.
I'll tell you what game did the whole single multiplayer right. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Oh, I love that.
Had a great multiplayer. It had an incredible single player. It just used the same maps, but it actually had an actual story that tied the whole maps together, which was great. The whole the 501st thing. I'm not asking for another Battlefront 2. There will never be another Battlefront 2. But just even some of our boss, just give me like an excuse to tie the maps together. Go here, capture these things.
A loose string. But even that, like, that's low end of the spectrum of like work, I guess you could say.
Right.
Even though it is still work. But I would, after playing the game, and I'll get into my impressions right after this. Sure. I want to see a single player version of this.
Okay.
This game is really fun. It's really fast, and it does something. It's not like Call of Duty or Halo, where when you die and you have to sit there and you have to wait like 5 seconds to respawn. You're basically respawning immediately, and you're just always running around doing shit. You're constantly running, dodging, jumping. Everything, like the robots have a dodge, you have a double jump. The platforming is really easy to do and really fun. And it's so fast. I don't even care. Like, I played, I don't know, maybe 10 or so matches. Also, the matches are only like 10 minutes long. Like, they're not like really long. But I played all these matches. I can't even tell you how many times I won or lost. Like, it was straight up so much fun just to be playing the game that I had no idea if I was losing or winning. I didn't even care. I was just like, oh, I have my robot now. I'm going to use my robot.
Robot!
Titan. Before anyone gets all pissed off, I know what it is. But,
Zord!
So I'm using my Megazord. And it's so cool. Like, there's a lot of things that I didn't know because I wasn't necessarily following the game before. I was just kind of like, whatever, the shooter. And I don't even think the trailers really show this off very well. Until I was playing it, I didn't realize how fast and how fun it was. And there's all these things, like there's an anti-Titan weapon you get. Like every soldier has this. So at this one point, I was in a Titan fighting another Titan. And he won because I'm terrible. And I eject out of the Titan. I actually have footage of this, and I'll put it up with the video. I eject out of the Titan, and I'm in this city. And you parachute down. Like when you're ejecting out, you can shoot down at what you're doing. I parachute down and land on a skyscraper. And then with my anti-Titan weapon, I'm just shooting at this Titan and ducking behind the building. They probably have to fix this in the main version because there was like no other way to get me. Like if you were a soldier, you couldn't shoot me. And he couldn't really shoot me either. So I was just poking around the corner shooting him. But the point is, you as a soldier can still fight a Titan. And whenever it's not something where, like in a Halo game, it's like, oh, the guy in the Banshee or whatever is OP because I'm just a little lowly soldier. I can't do anything. There was never a point where it's like, they're so overpowered to where you wouldn't try a head-on fight. That'd be stupid. So you try like guerrilla warfare tactics, or if they're fighting, like if two Titans are fighting, you're shooting at it because now it's not occupied with you.
Okay.
And when you're a Titan, it's hard to see these guys because they're so little and they're running around. You can kind of see their shots coming at you, but it's a one-shot kill. Like, you're dead if you get touched by anything with them. And the whole game's kind of fast like that. You die really quickly. You're back in the action really quickly. Okay. There's bots, like I said. It is only 6-on-6, which I kind of forgot about for a while because there are bots everywhere. And, well, I realized there was bots when I was actually doing well. And then I started looking at the notifications on the site and it was like, you killed bot. And I'm like, oh, I'm not good.
I bet you were like, I'm the best around. And then it was like,
I just killed like 2 guys right in oh, dang it. I'm an idiot again. But I do like that. And it's something I've wanted for a long time. And I don't even know if other games have really done it, of having, 2 sides of the multiplayer with bots in there just to intermingle.
Oh, yeah.
And it's a lot of fun to have that. I mean, would I rather it be a 12-on-12? Sure. And I don't know why there's a limitation on that.
I think Black Ops has it. Well, not in the main multiplayer, but you can do like the combat training and friends can join and you can put bots in there with you guys.
Yeah, but this is a little different. Because it is like particularly like there's these things launching in, and little guys come out from them. Let's talk about match types. Can you hear that noise?
Yes.
The fuck is going on? I don't know. It's outside my apartment.
It's a monster.
Someone's fixing something.
Sure.
You guys talk about Titanfall for a sec, because I can't. If they're going to be making noise. Or ask me a question about it. Do you want to know anything about Titanfall? Since
what kind of weapons? Is there a variety of weapons and like gun types? How's the,
all I really...
Is it just your normal, shotgun, assault rifle, pistol type stuff, or is there...
Yes and no. There's this automatic pistol, or smart pistol, or... I forget what it's called, I'm sorry. But it basically, if you're near a target for long enough, it auto-targets them, and it's like an instant kill.
Cool.
That's cool. I never got that gun, because I'm terrible, and I didn't level up high enough. Oh, that's another thing. It obviously has the Call of Duty level up stuff. So you're unlocking more and more stuff as you go along. There's these burn cards you get.
Yeah, what the hell are those?
I'm not entirely sure exactly, because I don't like using items in games, and these are stuff that you use and it's gone until you die, basically. But it's stuff like, you use this card, now you get your Titan like 40 seconds ahead of when you would have. Also, something, I'm not sure if this is clear or explained anywhere, but I don't know I don't know when you get your Titan. I don't know if it's based on kills or if it's based on time. I have no idea.
I think it's based off time.
I think so too.
There's a few videos I've seen, there was a little timer there, and it was like, until you get Titan, and it was like countdown type shit.
I guess that's true. But here's another thing. As I said, the game's so fast and frantic and whatever that I've gone back and looked at the footage I've captured, and I'm like, damn, this game looks really good. But when I'm playing it, I don't think the game looks very good because I'm so focused on I cannot focus on anything else. I tried to listen to a podcast while I was playing. I have no idea what the podcast was really about for like the whole match. No idea, because there's just so much going on and you're so into it. I really did enjoy playing the game, but still, I would want a little something more. There's only 2 maps in this. Or only 2 maps I've seen. I don't know if there's more hidden away somewhere. But they're fun. Like, one's a giant, what's the name of that Halo map? Like, Blood Gulch?
Okay.
Just a giant open area. It's got some little buildings. And then there's another one that's the city I was talking about. So it's, like, way dense, and you can go into a lot of the buildings. There's deathmatch. There's last Titan standing, which I didn't play because I'm terrible at those modes. I'm like terrible to begin with, and then at those modes I'm even worse.
How's that? Last Titan standing? What's
It's
that?
basically everyone starts in the Titan, and then you only have one life.
Oh.
So it's like elimination.
Yeah, it's like Counter-Strike.
How do the Titans control?
The same as
loose.
same as people. I mean, they're obviously slower. What?
I didn't know we could control people now.
The same as controlling people. It's about the same. They have a unique like shield ability, so you can hold up the shield and it picks up enemy projectiles and stuff, and then you can launch it back at them. So that's a cool defensive thing. There's a lot going on with it. It's not just here's some guns and you're shooting today.
Good.
One thing I don't think I didn't see any sniper rifles.
Really?
Which I just realized. I don't recall ever being like sniped from across the map.
I think they're probably holding that for the full release because that's what a lot of people were asking at the press conference where they all got to play the game. Like,
yeah.
I forget which gaming event it was, but it was some event, and they were like, how many maps are there? And they're like, no comment. How many guns? No comment. How many modes? No comment. It's like, what the fuck? Why did you bring us here then?
Yeah, if there's nothing else, there's no single player that you can talk about, so you have to talk about the multiplayer. So you have to say something.
Yeah. Very tight.
I mean, for $60, a multiplayer only game, this has got to have like 15 maps at least.
A lot.
I don't think it should be 60.
60 map? Oh, you don't think it should be $60?
No, I don't think it should be $60.
I don't think so either.
If it's fully like multiplayer, I think it should be maybe 30, 35, and maybe if there's like, because they haven't revealed any details of how many maps there are gonna be.
Yeah,
it's like gonna be some bullshit like season pass, like Borderlands 2, which paid off for me, by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm curious because to me, you're selling. Well, most games nowadays come with a single player and a multiplayer. Most, but I feel like they're kind of being very cocky and saying, yeah, look at our amazing game. It's multiplayer. It's so badass. You should give us $60 for it. And I think it's a bit much. Maybe 40.
Well, 60 would be fine, but they're not giving us enough details.
Right. I mean, if they have a shit ton of maps and characters and advancement, in the multiplayer levels and all that, then I'll try.
Yeah.
But nobody knows and they won't answer questions.
Exactly.
Right, exactly.
That's
I
the
think
problem.
I think Titanfall is gonna be very shallow in terms of a multiplayer game at launch. I think it's gonna be very shallow.
I really
think
like
it's gonna be
this.
like 6-7 maps.
If this game launches with 7 maps, that is an abomination.
I think it's gonna be very shallow. I don't think it's gonna be nowhere as many as we see in like standard.
How many maps are in Call of Duty?
Like 12 almost at launch, or like 10 at the very least.
This has got to be at least 15.
15, yeah.
And then if they fucking put that out and then I don't know. I feel like if they're saying it's 15 maps at day one launch, okay, then maybe that's at 60 I see. Because most of the time, you get a multiplayer game like COD and you spend another $20-$25 in fucking maps. So I can justify that. But if they don't have that at day one, that's just silly to me that they charge people $60 for the game. But, people will buy it, so.
And I also want to know about modes. Like, how many modes are there? 3? There's 3 in the beta?
3 confirmed modes at the moment, but we don't know how many modes there are.
There
and they're
needs
not
to be
talking.
6 modes, for sure.
And here's the thing. From my point of view, you need to have something different. Don't just have the normal team, deathmatch, capture the flag. You need to have something, okay, what's different about our game? What gameplay experience can we give that other games cannot?
Like
they've already accomplished that.
Well, yeah.
Well, yeah, but this game's so fast and different, it almost needs to have like a race mode.
I think what they should do, and what they're probably doing, is they're doing a multiplayer game that has like missions that you and a friend can compete against other people against. So like it's a story type thing, but not a single player story. It's more so like you play this multiplayer mission and it's parts of the story of the overall universe are revealed to you, because we haven't heard anything about what the fuck's going on, why people are in Titans and anything else. And since it's come out that it's a full multiplayer game, that's the only way I could see them trying to explain everything that's going on. Otherwise, this to me could just be looked at as a mod for some crazy ass game.
Yeah, it does have a lot of challenges. So whenever you can complete a match, it has your progress with a bunch of different challenges, and I like stuff like that. And the matches are quick. That's something I really liked about it.
Yeah, I think they're like 5 minutes long, and that's it.
Well, I did one that was Team Deathmatch, was 8 minutes.
Yeah, see, that's very short.
And the one I did that was capture the waypoint, or what hold the waypoint, was 12 or 13.
Yeah.
And that's a perfect time. I sat there and I played like 4 matches in a row, and I was like, oh shit, what time is it? Like, I gotta go to bed. And it was like 9, and I was like, what the fuck happened? Like, shouldn't be late? I played so many games. It should be later. I really like that about it. I don't know. I'm definitely looking forward to it now. I won't pick it up full price, even if it does come with 15 matches, because I'm not a multiplayer guy. But I think, come sale time, end of the year, I'd totally look into getting Titanfall.
And so how are they going to be doing this? So it's like this going to be implemented on Steam or...
This is Origin.
Oh,
it's EA.
No.
It's EA.
Fuck no. Fuck that.
Yeah, well...
Because it was a bitch and a half just getting fucking... Well, no, that was Ubisoft. Never mind. That's Uplay.
Never mind. Yeah, Uplay is a different... Anyway. So that's Titanfall. You have anything else you want to know about Titanfall, since I'm the expert now?
That Titanfall... Will it crumble?
What's that? It's so familiar.
A Skyfall!
Oh, yeah. Man... I'll just end the show, because I don't even know.
Yay.
I don't even know what to say after that.
Coming soon, the remix of Titanfall. Skyfall, about Titanfall. By this limited collector's editions album.
Yes, definitely a collector's edition. So let us know what you think about Titanfall or Skyfall in the comments below. You can also email us at podcast@thegamefanatics.com. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. You can follow everyone on Twitter. I am TGF_KirbyLink. Greg is...
IndieGeek.
Breezy is not Twitter. He does not want you to follow him.
I don't play that, son.
He's scared of Titans dropping down.
Scared of Titans. You motherfuckers don't need to follow me.
Thank you.